Namaskar, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Welcome back to another episode of Between the Lines podcast with Aman, Aparnesh, and Yash. And today we'll be covering the group stages of the Euros and giving out our predictions for the round of 16s and the fixtures ahead. So, very exciting times, very exciting group stages, one of the best group stages we've watched in an international tournament. So many upsets, so many uh, dark horses making their way onto the big stage. And yep, let's get to the meat of it. Aman, Aparnesh, let's go.
Let's
So
go.
what we'll be doing is we'll be analyzing each and every fixture, giving out our predictions as to who we think is the game-changing force in that fixture, what will be our predictions for that fixture, and also how have those teams performed in the group stages in the Euros thus far. So I'll start. Let's start with the first fixture that we see on the list, and that is Spain versus Georgia. So Spain, according to me, obviously has been the best team in the Euros thus far. Only Germany comes close, and that too, no team had a perfect record in the group stages except for Spain. All three matches won 9 points in the group, only team to secure 9 points in the group, and more than that, all three clean sheets. So they won all their games with a clean sheet, no goals conceded. I think around 5 goals scored. So insane performances, but they've met the absolute horses of the tournament here in Georgia. Georgia have been winning people's hearts. यार क्या खेल रहे हैं मतलब the this intensity that they have, the passion that they have, small superstars coming to life, and they're actually getting some big transfers. Today there was a news of Mikotadze being purchased by some Italian team, but I'm not very sure. But yeah, Aparnesh, views on Georgia.
Yeah, I think they are a great team, or at least they played like a great team against Portugal. Kavicha Kvaratskhelia. I hope I'm
Kvaratskhelia,
pronouncing this right.
yes.
So yeah, so he was so the way they played is something that maybe other teams can look on. It's a small team with only one superstar. Uh, or at that level with Kavicha Kvaratskhelia level, KK, let's call them. Uh, and the way they
Maradona.
played, they left
Quaradona.
him alone to do his thing.
Quaradona is the best.
Maradona.
Did not really bother him that much. So I think it will be interesting this match. However, I can't see past Spain. They have kept clean sheets. They have won all of it. The biggest of it all is that they played a B team in the third group game, which means all of their main XI players are fresh. So I don't see past Spain. I think they will win 2-0.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aman,
Okay.
any view?
Nothing much. I don't have a different view. I also think Spain are too efficient. They are giving us some throwback to the earlier Spain of PK and Puyol times, who did not concede throughout the Euros, conceded one goal only throughout the Euro in the semi-final, I think, and they went on to win the Euro in 2012 or 2008. I don't remember, but they are giving some vibes of that, and the attacking forces are also working very well over there.
Yeah.
Marc Cucurella going very strong as the left back of that team, keeping Grimaldo out of the team.
Yeah.
So they are doing very well. But Georgia, what a story! I saw them celebrating after beating Portugal, probably the biggest win in their history in of that team. The team which is ranked 154. India is ranked 156. So if such a victory would happen for us, you can understand. But unfortunately, they've met the biggest, and the strongest team at this stage. If it was some other team like Belgium, I would have given them a chance. But
Yeah.
Georgia, absolutely
Yeah,
no chance
the
this time.
main point is I don't see anyone, and that is where the game is lost for Georgia. I don't see how their fullbacks are going to deal with the likes of Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams.
Exactly,
That's too
exactly.
much to handle, and with Rodri and Laporte and Fabian Ruiz circulating the ball, it's it's
Yeah,
still
it's going to be too
it's a lot
difficult.
to ask. So I'd also give Spain a 2-0, 3-0 comfortable victory in this match. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's move on to Germany versus Denmark.
Yeah.
I think Germany, being the home team, are obviously favorites for it. They have the players, and they have the performance. Apart from their draw with Switzerland, they have played really well. Although I would say that Switzerland did find a way to nullify their tactics, and they hurt them because of their lack of wingers. I do think that, and Denmark, by the way, has have not lost a match yet. They have drawn all three of their group games. They are very good defensively. It will be difficult for Germany, but I do see them going through. I think the home crowd will cheer them on. I think they will have the players from the bench to make a difference with the likes of Sane and Koman. I think they will go through.
Yeah.
Switzerland kept them at bay till Fulkrug was not on the pitch for Kai Havertz. I have been saying this from the beginning. He came on and he scored a goal. Now, results are showing you know what it is. When the time is getting tough, Kai Havertz had one header opportunity in the game. Fulkrug had one in the last 10-15 minutes and he scored that goal. So that is what it is. Germany somehow need to transition out of that. Kai Havertz is somehow their Shivam Dube, if you know what I'm talking about in cricket terms. Okay, he's in the team as a mascot. If Kai Havertz goes out and Fulkrug comes in again, Germany will definitely have a better chance. They have a better chance to beat
I
the
can
others
now
also.
see Kai
That's my
Havertz
only
scoring
point.
in this match. Just for vibes, just for showing Aman who he really is. But if in the, I would not consider any team winning out of France and Belgium an upset. But if I see an upset in any of the other three fixtures, it's in this fixture where Denmark has the greatest chance and it's the best team out of Georgia, Denmark, and Slovenia to cause an upset. But just because of the home crowd, I think Germany is going to pull through in this match as well. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, moving ahead. Next game, Portugal versus Slovenia. Okay, guys. So Portugal performed decently well. They have been changing their team throughout this. Rafael Leao did not get a start in the third game. Okay, and Slovenia came first in the group, which had Belgium also. But I would put that down as all the teams being not very good over there. All the teams ended up on 4 points in Slovenia's group, and it was not
No,
Slovenia's group.
that
Sorry,
is
sorry.
Slovakia. This is Slovenia. This team
Yeah,
came
yeah.
third.
Okay. Okay, so third place team. Yeah, here I don't have much to add except the fact that Portugal should possibly get through this one. Not a very big chance of an upset, also. Yeah, and I hope that Portugal stop experimenting, find their best 11 there because they played a different team in the third fixture where they lost to Georgia. Yeah, that's it. Yes,
I
anything
don't
to
think
add?
Slovenia. I don't think Slovenia have the England versus Slovenia was a bore fest, a snooze fest, and that is simply because England were just very bad in the final third. So have Portugal, but I think with the round of 16 coming up, I don't see an upset in this one. And I think Portugal will scrape through a 2-0 win. I think
Well,
unlikely that.
I see it differently. Uh, I see a nil-nil in 90 minutes. It
Okay.
being nil-nil again by 120 minutes and it going to penalties. That's because I think
Okay.
Slovenia have something in themselves that makes games a snooze fest. They defend very deep. Uh, they will suffer you. They will cause a lot of sufferance for you through low blocks. I think Slovenia has something about them that is something that is needed in a knockout phase. I see if I see upset anywhere, I see it here. But I do feel that it will be on penalties, and I think Portugal will have too much for them on penalties. But I do see Slovenia
Really?
causing
Because in
enough.
penalties, Slovenia have Jan Oblak now. Okay, so if the game goes to penalties, it might not be that easy for Portugal.
So Jan
Okay,
Oblak has
because
never had
again,
a
that
very good penalty saving record.
Yeah, but
He
he's
has lost.
improved in the recent times. He was really bad. So Jan Oblak was the penalty stopper in all of Atletico Madrid's Champions
Yeah,
League once, and he had a very bad record. But recently, he has improved. He saved some
yeah.
two or three penalties this
Well,
season,
yes.
but
I do think Portugal will have too much from the bench. Too many penalty experts. Their squad strength is too much high. I think Slovenia will falter in a big stage. If it goes to penalties, Slovenia will lose. But I think it will go to penalties because Portugal have some problems, and Georgia found them. I'm sure Slovenia will as well.
okay. On to the
Okay.
big one: France
Okay.
versus Belgium.
Yes.
Uh, I am rooting for, like, personally rooting for Belgium, just because of Kevin De Bruyne and how good he's been. Oh, what a player! क्या खेल रहा है यार. So just because of Kevin De Bruyne, rooting for Belgium, but the the biggest problem for Belgium is Romelu Lukaku. You were pointing out Kai Havertz. Belgium have Kai Havertz on steroids in Romelu Lukaku. Man cannot convert a chance if his life depended on it. Like Benzema said, "On my mother's life, he's playing against us," and um, and same with. I think if they replace Lukaku with Okafor, they have some chance. But yeah, Lukaku's been bad, but Belgium have been good. Although they're still playing a 37-year-old Jan Vertonghen in defense as the main CB, but they've still been decent. But I see France being too much for them, and Kylian Mbappe finally having a decent showing. So I predict it to be a 1-all, but then France taking it at home in extra time where Belgium are out of legs.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
What?
I think yeah, I think France are not as good as I thought they would be. I picked them as my favorites. They have scored 2 goals in 3 matches.
One
None
penalty,
of
one
them,
on goal.
none of them are from open play. So that's a concern when you're going into a big knockout game and you have not scored an open play goal. But I do think France will have too much. I think they will somehow nick it 1-0, either through one of their subs scoring or through Mbappe doing something magical, or through Lukaku missing a lots of chances, which is possible because he has a history of doing it in big matches. So yeah, I do think France will nick it through, but I think it will be a snooze fest. I think France will just score a random goal.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a different opinion here. I think that now France are going to wake up because sometimes big teams need a kick up their ass or something to go this way so that something clicks into them. They have found the right combination. Kante is actually playing very well. Griezmann needs that team. Most of the teams sit back against France, and that team needs a creative a player to unlock them. Griezmann is that player. Rabiot is just he's just a ball circulator mostly.
Yeah.
Sometimes gets on the ends of chances, but now I think Griezmann is going to shine. And another thing is that the back line of Belgium is Wout Faes and as you mentioned, Jan Vertonghen. I think the pace of Dembele uh, and obviously Mbappe is going to prove too much for them. So if Belgium have to have a chance, Lukaku has to score, which is going to be very difficult because even Belgium's complete attack, I think, is based on two things. Either Doku tries to juggle or tries to dribble or use his pace and go down the wings, or Kevin De Bruyne tries a very good pass, which obviously Lukaku somehow misses with his first touch only. Okay, sometimes there is when he creates a move such that can be finished in one touch, then Lukaku is able to take a shot, but he's scuffing those shots most often. I've seen him scuff 3 or 4 chances in the same game. When he got those chances, he finished one, but that was offside, I think. So that is how this game is going to go. I think France are going to wake up now. I think that they've had enough of the criticism, and I think this will be a comfortable 2-0 to 3-0 victory for France. Okay. It's time for Belgium to now go home. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Let's move on to the next one.
Set of
And
fixtures.
next game, yes, next set of fixtures. And the next one, the first one, is England versus Slovakia. Okay, England, your thoughts on England. First of all, what I think is that we've been saying it from the start, but England are playing the wrong players in the wrong position. But
Yeah.
as Yash mentioned earlier when we was talking, that when Anthony Gordon came on, the game just lit up. He lit up the game. He was like the most significant threat on the pitch. Even when Cole Palmer came on, he was the person who was looking for through balls through the lines and he was trying to play something. I think England need to change the strategy a little bit. Slovakia shouldn't be a very big problem for them. England have like a knack of like scoring one header and sitting back and winning games like this. It should not be very difficult for England because in any case their defense is already very strong. It is very difficult to go past them also. So here I'm predicting a comfortable victory for England, but I'm hoping that they change the squad a little bit so that the new boys and the players get the chance in the right positions, and they can do something, and they can make the game
I
a
think
little more exciting.
some things that have gone
Yeah.
for England is first of all, he has declared now that Kobe Manu is going to start. So that's so Rice and Manu would be the first, right? Rice and Alexander Arnold, then Rice and Gallagher. Now it will be Rice and Manu, and I think Rice and Manu are the best combination that is available to England. So that will be at least a relief there. And also, Phil Foden had to go home because but I think the reason quoted is his wife's expecting a child or something like that. But Phil Foden is out of the squad, so that should automatically mean that Anthony Gordon gets a start on the left wing. Yeah, and if that happens and we see a front four of a team of Rice and Menu as the double pivot, and then Saka, Bellingham, Gordon, and Kane, I think that's the most balanced and the best placed England team that England have played in a while. Yeah, so I still feel the best possible team for England is to play a 4-3-3 with both Bellingham and Foden in the pockets and Rice as the lone six. So you play Rice as the lone six CDM with both Bellingham and Foden in the pockets, and then you play Saka, Kane, and Gordon up front with Gordon as the left winger, Saka right winger, and Kane forward. But since he's sticking with a 4-2-3-1 rather than a 4-3-3, I think Rice, Menu, and then Bellingham ahead with Gordon on the wing is the best possible lineup that England can play. But it remains to be seen whether he goes with Gordon or he tries something else altogether with Palmer playing left wing or Eberechi Eze playing left wing or Ollie Watkins coming in. Or Phil Foden coming back into the lineup and again playing wing. So it's a tough one to call there. But I still see England going through and scraping a 1-0 or 2-0 victory there.
Yeah, pretty
Go
much
ahead,
agree with
Pradesh.
what he
Any
said.
thoughts on this one?
Uh, yeah, pretty much agree with what he said. There is no way he does not make a change for this match, and there is no way he does not make a change in the front four. I'm sure Anthony Gordon will start because he made a difference. There is a chance that even Palmer will start in front of Saka because honestly, Palmer offered more in 10 minutes than Saka did in the last three matches. And and I think England will, it will be tough for them, but I think they will win, maybe 1-0 or 2-0, depending on who they play and when they play him.
Next one is the fixture that I'm most excited about because it's the team that has excited me the most, and that is Romania. And Romania versus Netherlands. Oh, there is no tactic. There is nothing. There is just passion. Yeah, Klopp on steroids, and they defend ferociously. They attack ferociously. They play kind of a basketball match with seven people ahead on attack, then seven people coming back to defend. It's crazy with Romania, but they've done well. I remember the first game with Ukraine where they demolished Ukraine 3-0, and all three goals absolute bangers. Yeah, they have this winger called Dennis Mann who's doing really well, and who's the one that scored the long ranger? He plays for a decent big enough club, so he's the star player there. And I think Romania is doing really well, and they will give Netherlands a run for their money. Yeah, uh, Netherlands have not been good. Their defensive lineup is good, but again, their attack is not set in stone. Where and it is again the Wout Weghorst show with Netherlands, where Wout Weghorst has made the most impact out of
Exactly.
any attacker. So it's going to be an interesting one and difficult one to call. It can go either ways, but I back Romania to give Netherlands a fight, a strong fight.
Okay, nice analysis. I actually think that Romania might have a better chance than Netherlands because Netherlands has looked very disjoint. Anything that comes out of Netherlands comes out of Wout Weghorst's head only. The goal that they
Harry Potter
scored that day.
character.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. That guy is amazing. That it's like how no matter how many tactics, and again, as we said in the first episode, also Ronald Koeman doesn't have any other tactics. His best tactic is to play Wout Weghorst from the beginning and play off him. That is what is working for them. Play it for 90 minutes. Don't bring him on the 75th minute or the 70th minute when you're trailing, because you don't know, you are still going to concede. Against Austria, Weghorst came on and he assisted a good goal, and then they still conceded after that, in
Yeah,
spite of
yeah,
having such a good defense. So it should not be done simple. Start Wout Vegas. That strategy is going to work for you. Depay plays very well off him, actually.
yeah,
And
yeah,
they've also got the players. They've also got players like Van de Ven, who came in as left back and then just started putting balls in the box. And surprisingly, everything started working out for Netherlands. But I still think that if that is not done, Romania have a very good chance. Romania play typical busty football where everybody wants to play everywhere. That is
yeah.
the proper total football. And yeah, that's my prediction for this. I think Romania are going to. I think this is going to be the upset of the round. I think Romania are going to take this away.
In the
Yeah,
era of
Pradesh, go ahead.
tactics, Germany and where Germany and Netherlands are using false nines, inverted nines, and whatever nines, they are being their matches are being won by big, bad center forwards.
Seriously.
That is something to see.
Yep, yep. Okay, moving on to Switzerland, Italy. Switzerland, the player that has impressed me the most, Manuel Akanji. What a player! Those tackles against Germany, oof! What a player! So I think Italy have not played well enough for me to say that Italy is going to go through, and Switzerland has played well enough. Manuel Akanji has been a beast. Granit Xhaka has been an absolute wonderful player. Breel Embolo comes alive for Switzerland. So does Jordan Shaqiri. Only he comes alive in Euros. Again, a player like Wout Weghorst. Jordan Shaqiri screamer from outside the box is written all over this
Amazing.
game. So I actually back Switzerland to go through. I actually back
Uh,
Switzerland to have a 1-0 victory in this game because Italy have found it tough to score, and I think Switzerland can do well enough to score at least one past Italy. A 1-0 victory for Switzerland is what I'm predicting.
okay. Aparnesh, any thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I think it will be extremely close. It will be decided by another big bad center forward, which is Stamaka for Italy. And if he comes on and does his thing, I think he played well last time around. He made some good runs. His hold up play was good. Italy almost scored through him. So I think Stamaka playing well will matter, and I think he will start, and it will be very close. Is what I think. Like I said,
Yeah,
I think Switzerland may have too much. It could be a 1-1 and going into penalties.
yeah, yeah,
Okay. In my opinion, I think Italy have not played very well, but they have the mentality to keep going and going, like the last minute goal that they scored. I think because of that mentality and the big game players, some of the big game players that they have, like Barella and at the back,
Jorginho,
Calafiori has been amazing. Jorginho is a big game player. He's a Champions League winner also. Okay, and Calafiori has been a revelation in that team. Absolutely, I think there are
I think
links coming of him. Yeah,
all
yeah.
of this
Go ahead.
praise for Calafiori, everybody's forgetting that there is a big
Bastoni.
Bastoni by his
Yes,
side who's outshining him. It's just
Yeah,
that his PR team is not working as hard as Calafiori says it is.
He does not look as good as Calafiori.
that's
If
because
I were a
Calafiori.
European club and I would be if I were asked to spend 60 to 80 million on Calafiori, I would rather throw another 20 and get Bastoni.
Yeah, yeah, true.
But Bastoni might not be that much available for sale because obviously he is like an
Yeah,
established centre back. Calafiori is someone who's available and he's shown very well that he can. I think he's going to make a leap to a big club now. I saw linking him to Madrid. I think Calafiori was, I think,
His
is on
season
the
has been
radar
in
now
both.
because
I've seen
Nacho
Madrid,
has.
I've seen United, I've seen Liverpool, I've seen Chelsea. Anybody who needs a center back has been linked with Calafiori.
yeah, yeah,
And that makes sense because the way he's played is amazing. I think Italy are going to win this one. I don't think it'll be close. I think Italy are going to score early and be comfortable, or are going to score two goals in this one. So yeah,
Okay.
that's my prediction. And coming on to the last fixture, in the era of tactics, there's only one guy who actually has some tactics, which is Mr. Raf Ragnick
Ralph
with
Rangnick.
his, yes, with his Austria team who are playing amazing. That is some amazing pressing against Netherlands. They absolutely blew
Yep.
Netherlands around with their pressing. Nobody had an idea of what to do. Netherlands was stuck to passing the ball, like all horizontal passing and the tactics, and somehow within these days, the star player, I how can I forget his name, the captain who
Marcel
plays for
Savitzer.
Sabitzer has started looking like a Ballon d'Or contender here. Amazing. All the players have started showing up, and that is one team that is playing on absolute tactics. They have some set rules and set patterns that they follow, and they're delivering on the pitch. Austria, I think, are now my call for the dark horse to go very far. I think if they move ahead of this round, they're going to pull off an upset, a very big upset in the next round. And for this one, Austria all the way. Yeah, guys, go ahead.
Yeah, who knew that in a group that has Mbappe, your Cody Gakpo, your Virgil van Dijk, uh, Marcel Savitzer is the player of the group. Uh, that's what defines, I think, Ralph Ragnick and the way he played. He has taken a ex-Man United player and made him world class. Uh,
That
I
guy's the
think
next Bayern Munich player.
Even
I,
e- even the match they lost against France, they were playing really well. They just it was not a comfortable victory. It was an own goal that
yeah.
helped France. So yeah, Konrad Leimer has been good. Arnautovic is performing well. Yeah,
Someone is
it's a good
getting the
team.
best out of a Stoke City player and a ex-Man United player. So kudos to Ragnick.
Yeah, but Turkey should not be taken lightly. Arda Güler, Kenan, Yildiz, all these youngsters. But it's a good front three with Arda Güler, Kenan Yildiz, and Hakan Çalhanoğlu, and a striker up front. So Turkey is good, but I think it will be a very exciting match. But I think Austria may take it. 2-1 or 3-2 is what I'm predicting the score to be. Open game with Austria taking it. Yeah, but I think this is one of the. So if I had to rank the fixture in terms of excitement and how exciting the games would be, England versus Slovakia would be the last. Absolutely placing it to be the last. Um, I think Austria versus Turkey, especially in this group, would be the first. Uh, Romania, Netherlands second, Switzerland, Italy third, and England, Slovakia fourth. But Austria, Turkey would be a blast. I would say both teams are underdogs. Both teams are dark horses. Both teams looking to, ascertain their stature, and both teams will be absolutely going for it. You won't observe a set standard of play. I think even with Romania, Netherlands may dominate the ball. England versus Slovakia, England will dominate the ball. But here, Austria versus Turkey, there is no chance of any team sitting back or doing anything of the sort. Austria are going to press, Turkey are going to press, and it's going to be one highly intense game. So looking forward to that absolutely.
Got it, got it. Upper Nation, any closing thoughts?
Not on this game, but I think this will be, or this has been one of the most exciting international tournaments in recent times. Goals everywhere, bangers everywhere, uh, number nine scoring late winners. I think the knockout phases will be similar. I think we will have some bangers. We will have some snooze fests. Uh, it will not be what the ones you predict the bangers will be and the snooze fest will be, but I think it will be exciting. I think we are in for a very exciting round of
Great,
16.
great,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
great, great. And I also think that this has been one of the best Euros with the smaller teams performing very well. That gives you an indication that the sport is actually growing when the smaller teams come and play better. Yeah, so the sport is absolutely won here, made leaps and bounds as Romania, Georgia proving it to us. Geared up for this round of 16. It's gonna be amazing, and let's see what happens. Let's see. Yash probably might be in Germany for those, or he might not. Nobody knows. But in any case, the matches are going to be nice. With
Yeah,
that, let's end this episode of Between the Lines. We'll come soon with another episode of
Yep.
great content. And let us know how you liked the episode. And let us know any other suggestions in the comments. And we'll be coming soon. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you,
guys. See you
guys.
soon. Bye bye.